Call of Duty points are now in Infinite Warfare. If you want the best way to get free Call of Duty points, click the link down in the description, install the app, and start getting yourself some free Call of Duty points today. Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin and welcome back to another Call of Duty Infinite Warfare video. Today's video is going to be another episode of my tips and tricks series, how to get better at Infinite Warfare. Essentially what I do here is I take your guys' questions and I answer them in the videos, some tips. All the questions are supposed to be focused around Infinite Warfare, improving around the game. So I haven't done an episode of this for quite a while, so some of these questions will be from like a few months ago from my previous episodes. What I want you guys to do is in the comment section of this video, leave me a bunch of new questions of things that you're struggling with, questions you have about tips and tricks that you need for Infinite Warfare, and I'll get to them in my next episode because I want to start doing these more frequently. Also, smack that like button, guys. I'd really appreciate if you guys could all drop a like on this video. Usually, you guys, if you want to see more of these, smack that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and we'll get right into it. But first off, I just want to say I have a sponsor for this video, and this sponsor is something I think most of you guys are going to like. It is the app Quid. Now, Quid is an awesome new app. It's for iOS and for Android, so iPhone or Android, whichever one you have. You can use this on either one. Basically what this app is, and it's honestly, I think this is going to be like the next big thing and what people are going to be using a ton with iMessage, is you collect cool stickers, cards, and toys for free. So it's kind of confusing at first, but essentially what you're doing here is emojis and stickers. If you use them when you text your friends, which everyone knows how popular those are nowadays, on this app you can find one specially for any sort of a video game or TV show. They have Five Nights at Freddy's, a video game. They have Breaking Bad, Star Trek, Family Guy, a bunch of TV shows also. And what you can do with this is you can take these from the app, the ones that you're collecting, and you can drag and drop them strictly into iMessage to show them off to your friends, to go along with your messages or your memes, whatever you want to send. And that is something that I think is really cool about this app, is that it's not just something you can work on and collect yourself. You can do that, but you can also share it with your friends through iMessage and through your phone. It's basically a whole network of stuff, and it's really cool. New stuff gets released every day, and if you want to check out the app and download it, the link will be down in the description. It'll be in the first line of the description. Just go ahead and click that, and you guys can download that app and check it out for yourselves today. Alright, let's get right into this Infinite Warfare Q&A tips and tricks. The first question we have here is from Watch Over, kind of a play on words of Overwatch. And his question is, how do you flank really well? Now, this is a good question because flanking, getting behind the enemies is something that of course you want to do. Everyone wants to be shooting a person in the back or in the side because those gunfights are pretty much impossible to lose. I mean, maybe if you shoot at them and you miss every shot, the guy turns on you, that's pretty embarrassing. But you always want to be flanking and be getting the enemies in situations where anything except a straight on 1v1 from the side, from the back, from a 45-degree angle, whatever you can get that's not a straight one-on-one can be helpful. Now, how do you flank really well? The main thing here is you just have to understand the map and understand the game mode you're playing. So pretty much even if you don't understand the maps, the center of the map in most game modes, most maps, is where most of the action is going to take place. A map like Scorch like this, the center of the map is a pretty popular area, but this one is kind of different because the center is sort of blocked off. When a map like Throwback, it's pretty obvious that the center is going to be the high action area. So you need to maneuver yourself around the high action areas of the map. Now, it's not just the middle of the map. There's usually like 4 or 5 high action areas, and you want to maneuver yourself into those areas from ways that people would least expect. If you're going the ways that people don't go often or the ways that people would least expect, that's going to get you on the flank the majority of the time just by statistics, by playing the numbers game. So for example, if you want to get over to the middle of the map, instead of just running through that pipe right here on Scorch, everyone's going to be watching that. Maybe if you go through the side building and go through the underground area, you're going to be able to get behind someone who's aiming down sights at a head glitch, watching that pipe area, but you didn't come that way. Taking unpredictable routes and understanding the map is how you can get onto the flank very well. Next question is going to be from Mohammed. He says, how do you get score streaks faster? Now, there's quite a few ways. The first one is just killing a lot of people really fast, but there's actually technical ways you can get score streaks faster. Number one would be Hardline, and I 100% recommend this. This is the best way to get it. Hardline is the way that it's probably one of my favorite perks. It gives you more experience, or not more experience, but more points towards your kill streaks for your first 8 kills of each life, which by 8 kills, you should have your top kill streaks or at least be really close. So by getting that bonus stuff, you're shaving off like 2 or 3 kills off of your highest streaks, whether it's a Warden, whether it's a, a VSAT or Advanced UAV in this game, whatever it is. That's something you can use to get score streaks faster. Another way would be to use the combat focus rig. Combat focus, well, it's not the rig, but that's the trait. And essentially what that does, I believe it's on the Warfighter rig, is when you pop it and you start killing people, you're going to be getting like double points or sometimes 1.5 times points for those kills. I recommend combat focus in more of a game mode like domination, because, or hardpoint for example, because in TDM you pop combat focus, you get 1 or 2 kills. Congrats, you get a bonus, a bit of XP, or not XP, but bonus towards your score streaks. But in domination, say you're capping B flag, you pop that, you get the capture and you get 2 kills, your bonuses are going to be through the roof, and that's where I would recommend using that. Those are some tips to get your score streaks faster. The other tip would be, of course, just playing. You want to rush at the start of your streak, and when you realize you're close to your streaks, play a bit more campy and ensure that you're able to get those streaks. Next question is from Cade Dring. He says, is there more newbie players on Xbox One or PS4? Now, this is a question I see a lot of people debating, and it's kind of a dumb debate because there's good players and there's really bad players on both consoles, and I played on both. I played on every console through the history of my Call of Duty career. I played Xbox 360, then I went over to PS3, then I went to Xbox One when the new consoles came out, and now I'm on PS4. And the answer is there's newbie players on every single console, and it's not specifically like which console they're on, it's more the game modes. And I've said this before, you want to find newbie players, you focus on the game modes near the top that people will, when they just spam the X button or the A button, they get straight into that game mode. TDM, free for all. These are the game modes where you're going to be getting the most beginner players. If you're playing hardcore search and destroy, you're probably going to get some people who, you know, are just really newbie and love that, but you're also going to get some people who are experts and are obsessed with hardcore search and destroy. So that's basically, you can sort of find noobs based on the game mode. I've said this tip before. Next tip is going to be from coming in from BS for Life. He says, what is the best defense against snipers sitting in the back of the map? Now, this is a good question. Surprisingly, I get this question a lot. I'm not really sure why, but I figured why not answer it here. I kind of get annoyed with this a lot. Snipers sitting in the back of Genesis. Now, the simple answer for this is a sniper, especially if they're hard scoping, which most of these campers that hide in the back of the map do, they can only watch one way. So people that hard scope on the back of Genesis, they watch straight down the middle of the map. The solution for that is simply don't walk down those lines of sights and take these side paths. Now, while it can be annoying and it can be an inconvenience to you, once you get around those side paths and you get up to them close range, they have no chance. They're hard scoping lane prone with a sniper. You can take them out with any sort of, you know, gun. It's going to be a free headshot. And that's my advice for that, is stay out. If you see them from a long line of sight, and you can usually see that blink when you see a sniper, do not even think about challenging it. You're just going to get frustrated. You're just going to get killed. Just take a mental note of where that guy is and try to, you know, maneuver your way around the map in a different path. And then when you come up on him, and if you can play at close range, like Genesis is a close range map, you're going to punish that guy by getting him in a spawn trap, killing him 3 or 4 times in a row while he sat at the back trying to hard scope, and eventually he'll probably just quit the game or try to change classes. That's my tip for that. Next one is Great Spartan. He says, is drop shot helpful in this game? My answer would be pretty much no, maybe on certain SMGs, but me, myself, I was like the expert. I was the pro drop shotter. I was someone that would drop shot every single gunfight in Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 1. It was just every gunfight. I'd spam the analog stick and I'd be drop shotting every single time. But in games like this, and now this is something interesting, I'm going to make a commentary on this because next Call of Duty game, World War II, we're back to boots on the ground. Drop shotting is probably going to be huge again, but in this game right now, jumping is just always going to be the solution. When you drop shot, they have the chance of A, they can get a lucky headshot on you, and B, they barely have to adjust their aim that much. When you jump up and boost jetpack out of the freaking sky, they have to adjust their aim a 10-20 feet. You know, it's much harder to hit you than a drop shot. So the answer is drop shot. It can be helpful, but it's not going to be to jump. But however, it's going to be interesting to see going back to these boots on the ground Call of Duty games with Call of Duty World War II. And I'm actually very excited for that. I got to make some videos talking about that, because a lot of things that, especially if I know a lot of you guys who watch my videos are like OGs to the COD community, but there's definitely a lot of people who watch me that are also new. It's going to be a completely different play style. And I'm definitely going to make a complete different video talking about that. But hopefully you guys did enjoy this. I need some more questions, guys. Ask me some really good questions for this series because I want some more stuff that I can answer. I want you guys to ask me some in-depth questions where you think that I would have some knowledge about it. And this is one of my favorite things to do, is just commentate and give tips on Call of Duty. So if you guys could, let me know that in the comment section down below. That would be awesome. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. I'd also appreciate if you guys could smack that like button. Thank you guys for watching. Check out Quid if you want the app. The link will be right down in the description. And that's about it, guys. Self for Cookie and No Lookie, and I'm out. Peace.